Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. Today, an inter-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. The Bulls will put it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Eastern Michigan Eagles offense will have the ball first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to throw, it's Kim. Got it in the middle, it's Rooks. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just feeds the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's step back here and look big picture for Eastern Michigan. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
So Buffalo's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Hard running there. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going.
Wide open spaces. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Roberson. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. And And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Offense changing the play. On 3rd down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to fire to the left. Makes a grab on the shot. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Like a loose bowler, just caroms his way to the 32.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for space, it's Henderson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Looking to pass. It's Roberson. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Eagles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's McMillan. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. New set of downs after the completion. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try to get outside. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're not into threes. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, it's Roberson. Got his man on the outside. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Looking for a crease, it's Henderson. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's McMillan. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Roberson. He's going for a big play downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They start this third quarter after only being able to muster a field goal in the first half.
Yeah, and this offensive coordinator, he has been searching that entire first half to find something that might work. You can't be more anemic than they were in that first half, David. They're going to have to find the answers to the test here quickly.
And you had a whole half to do it, to talk about it, to discuss. What are you seeing? How do we make some adjustments? This offense has got to find some answers, and they got to find them quick.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking downfield, it's Roberson. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Bulls have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Direct snap. Drills him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Bulls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. These red zone trips, red has meant stopped. They've gotten nothing in 3 previous tries. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Buffalo! They take the lead with the 6.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Dunlap. Eagles looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Got it in the middle, it's Wheeler. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the Bulls get enough for the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's loose on the left. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Creates a little space. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Kim. The throw. Catch in the middle, it's Rooks. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Eastern Michigan going fast. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are?
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snap to the back. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Kim. He's got him. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And the Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
It'll be 3rd and long.
At the 37. 3rd down coming.
From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he can't complete the 1st pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Pressure coming. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
To the air, it's Roberson. Looking left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the 1st down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's 4th down.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Let's go. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The option look. Now the pitch. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll give it to him again. Powers through the defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Dropping back, it's Kim. Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This defense just asserting its will and its dominance in this game right now. That is not once, that's not twice. 3 times in a row they've been able to get to the quarterback.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's Roberson. Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
He's loose. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect.